can call me Wonderful.
I'm Ron.
I'm Ariel. I'm Gina.
I'm Patrick. I'm Percy.
In Kingdom of Eswatini, online learning has become the new normal during the COVID-19 pandemic. Students are now learning through their personal devices such as computers and phones and are able to receive study materials by downloading online and printing it. Lots of resources are available on the internet for distant learner. For example, Khan Academy, a non-profit educational organization that provided free short videos for the people on the website who need additional help. Coursera, the other organization that operates with universities across the world in order to offer free lectures from different professors. However, distant learning has come with few challenges.
Hello, Professor. I'm worried I didn't get a confirmation email. Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Hello? We are going to be looking at the challenge of connectivity and speed of internet. When it comes to countries that are doing well, we've got Taiwan, which has got the fastest internet in the world, followed by Singapore, Jersey, Sudan. So those countries are actually doing very well. And then when it comes to the Kingdom of Eswatini, it is ranked 134 in the world when it comes to the speed of internet with 11.4 Mbps. And then what has happened now because of COVID-19, most of the education has been shifted to online learning. So when it comes to connectivity, it is a challenge in Swaziland because at some point there used to be monopoly in Swaziland, meaning outside people or other investors, they were not able to come in and invest into the telecommunication sector. However, in 2011, that came to an end. We had few companies that actually came to invest in Swaziland. But what happened then is that these companies, if you sign up with them, you find that some of the parts in Swaziland, they are not accessible. You cannot actually, you cannot get the internet like everywhere. It's the coverage is not actually good for some of these countries. And then Taiwan, which is on the top of the list, what it did, it invested heavily. The government of Taiwan invested heavily on the infrastructure, which is something Swaziland can learn a lot from. To continue with the solutions, what can happen is to solve this problem, we can have cooperation between the states and capitals to install massive cable. And then also we can focus on the research and development for lighter and efficient system. So there should be donations that are made towards research that will improve the internet connectivity. So Eswatini can seek assistance from countries like Taiwan, Switzerland, Japan. Those countries are doing well. So if they seek assistance, they will learn what made them to be doing well, what made them to do well on their internet sector. That will help Swaziland to increase the speed and have coverage almost in all parts of the world. And then they can make the environment conducive for investors while protecting its citizens. Bring more companies to invest in the telecommunication sector so that the internet can be improved. Thank you very much.
Extracting DNA and doing whole analysis seems difficult. How can I do? How can I solve this problem? How can I do? Oh, I have no idea.
Problem 4. In Kingdom of Eswatini, science and engineering students find it difficult to perform their experiment, which lead to poor performance. Distant learners find it problems to learning technically demanding material. Solution: to compensate science and engineering students who may lose their touch with experimental setup, virtual experiment website or in-house virtual experiment area can provided by help distant learners. Distant learners from Kingdom of Eswatini can also have an international cooperation with other countries, such as Taiwan. For example, having cooperation with Taiwan would help Eswatini students discuss solutions to scientific problems online. Distant learners can learn how to use the complicated equipment. Students can not only rely on finding answers in the textbooks or published papers, they can also assemble whole world university as an university union website, which can enhance knowledge for a better quality education.
Let me use this computer.
No, it's mine.
Let me use this computer.
Every year in Eswatini, poverty has prevented millions of low-income and multiple children families from accessing quality education online due to the lack of money and equipment at each family. And this brings us to the problem of digital divide. The problem is that half of the country is disconnected to the world of internet, while there's another half have all the resources at their disposal. So the problem is there is a gap in accessing these equipments and facilities in Eswatini. For example, this is Temo Konkosi. She's from the part of the country where they have everything. So during this COVID-19 pandemic period, she has the chance to continue her education online with the necessary equipment sponsored by the Eswatini government. Good for her. But what about the other kids? They have no internet, laptops, and even overlooked by the same government. So our group wants to propose that organization can help these underprivileged kids by donating used laptops and other electronic devices to this region. We can also count on websites like GoFundMe to raise money on the internet. We can collaborate with big corporations like Facebook, Google, Amazon to build and provide free internet facilities in the region. Finally, collaboration with non-profit organizations. For example, UNICEF is in Eswatini to provide and sustain the distance learning program that has benefited millions of kids like Temo Konkosi in Eswatini. So in short, we want to use the power of charity to close the digital gap in Eswatini and therefore solve the problem of equipment and the necessary facilities in Eswatini to provide a quality education. Thank you.
I want to finish my high school and go to university for the advanced research. But my parents want me to work to share the burden of the family. My parents and my future are both important to me. What should I do? Who can give me some advice? Here is our solution. By setting up a dedicated institution to act as the coordinator between educators and learners, strengthen the communication within the family from the perspective of third party, and provide timely and effective assistance such as night school, tuition and miscellaneous fee reduction, student loans, living allowance. Meanwhile, in the process of education, cooperation among peer groups should also be strengthened.
Hi everyone, I'm Patrick. I'm going to talk about our perspective about the unfavorable learning environment in Eswatini, a country in Southern Africa. In Eswatini, the problem of poverty has occurred all the time, which results in some tough situations such as unfavorable learning environment and inequality of education. When it comes to unfavorable learning environment, it can be illustrated as follows. Firstly, in the scorching hot summer days, most of the pupils have to bear the heat and focus on their studies without air conditioner. Besides, in the winter, they have to tolerate the frigidity, which may lead to their loss of concentration. Secondly, some of those students' house may be lack of clear light and suitable tables. When they want to study at night, it may result in their uncomfortableness to such an extent What's worse, they may even become nearsightedness and slouch because of maintaining a wrong pose for such a long time, as well as studying in a tough environment of studies. To solve the problems mentioned above, we think that we should apply for the subsidies and specific relief package from government for them, or even raise some donations to help them get through all the obstacles. Better yet, we can convey our thoughts on the internet, trying to make more and more people be informed of their situations, and advocate them to donate some money to help them. With all the effort I mentioned above, I'm deeply convinced that we can largely improve their environment of studies and help them get through most of the obstacles as well. Thank you.
In conclusion, we discussed the 5 major issues with each solutions to work towards the quality of education in order to achieve the sustainability development goals. For example, we solved the lack of financial support through fundraising or donation. By cooperating with the governments, they can help to improve the quality of Wi-Fi connection and the speed of the internet. Students can apply for subsidies due to the unfavorable learning environment. And by communicating with their family and friends, they can easily resolve the conflict between all of these, like working and studying schedule. The last point, in addition to figure out, like for example, science experience, people can create online discussion group to help with that. We believe everyone has the rights to deserve the same equal quality of educational resources on the internet. And we hope that by providing 5 problems and solutions can help achieve the goal.